All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbergen, coming to you live from Ravenscar, my still chilly backyard. Not seeing ice, not seeing frost, but it's cold, but that's okay. And yes, I actually have a shirt on, and I have pants, and I have shoes, and all this, because immediately after the donut shop closes, I got to rush off and go teach. Hey, Crystal, good morning. Welcome to my world. Nina, hello, hello. How are you today? Like I said, it's kind of chilly. A few skies up above, a few clouds up above, but generally blue. Ah, there it is. The Helen hugs have arrived. Get your Helen hug, Helen hug, Helen hug. Get your Helen hug, Helen hug. Thank you, Helen. Hey, Cinnamon. Happy Monday to you. What are things like down in the medical center there? I'm assuming no fog. It's pretty clear here. It's crisp here. Ooh, I don't know if we can get the. I don't think we can get the clouds and stuff. It looks like there might be a nice sunrise. I always need to remember I need to be focused at the camera when I speak. And if I turn away from the camera, I may as well stop speaking because it doesn't pick it up very well. Jonathan, good morning. I have to apologize to some of you. Because those of you who are part of the Mary Cantina, looking forward to seeing the cheese making thing with James and I yesterday afternoon. I broadcast it on the wrong channel. And so yeah, it didn't show up on the Cantina. It showed up on my personal Facebook page, which then I shared over on the Cantina. Hey, Diana. Ben, so how did the cheese making turn out? So we discovered that you have to get the when you're making mozzarella cheese, you have to heat it twice. The initial step, and then after the adding of the citric acid and the rennet, it turns into like a cream cheese, sort of thing, but it's not stretchy and melty and so forth. So then the next step is you have to heat it up too hot to touch, and then touch it and pull it and stretch it like bread dough to take the twisted up strands of protein and stretch them out into long strings to give it a cohesive structure. And we were having problems with that part. But after James left, I experimented some more and figured out how to get the stretchy cheese. And taste wise, oh, very good. Very, very, very fine. I had some of my eggs this morning. Oh, so good. So good. So good. Hey, Andrea. Good morning. Helen, 34 degrees and raining in South Carolina. Eh. Ula, hello, hello. Charles, good morning. Carrie from the West, hello. Whoop. Let's see. Diana says, morning. What was the name of the satellite tracker you used on your trip to Big Bend? That was Melanie, who used a satellite tracker. Oh, wait. Well, okay, hold on. So I do use a satellite tracker, but for the International Space Station. But there is, let's see, photos, video. No, there is an app that you can just have your phone or iPad figure out which way is south. Where do I have that? But then you just hold it up and it tells you everything that's in the sky above you. And I'm not seeing. Hold on, let me. Where's my iPad? My iPad. If you hold on a second, let me go get the iPad. Okay, hold on. Okay, and James, how did I get the cheese to stretch? To get the cheese to stretch, I had to heat it up really hot. So I put it in the microwave and basically heated it up to almost like the point of burning. And then that made it a nice stretchy cheese. And then I had to, burn my fingers stretching it. Where the heck? Is it under weather? No. Station. Oh, wait. Yeah, but it's under satellite tracker. Was that the one? Give me a second. Why did you just go black? All right. Well, my iPad is set. Oh, okay. Satellite tracker. Satellite tracker. Whoa, Kiri got sleep Thursday, still hasn't melted completely. Good morning, Charles. Hey, Amy. Tim, good morning. Yep, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, yeah. I wear dishwashing gloves to protect my hands. And that is the recommended thing if you're smart. Okay. So this is not the one I was thinking. So this is the one I use for tracking the International Space Station because it will tell you when it's up. What are you doing here? And when it's going to be over your location. But it's not going to be over my location in the next 72 hours. So that's not the one. If that's not the one. Because I used to have one for like Space Watch or something like that. And it would show all the satellites and big stars and all this sort of stuff. Oh. Okay, sorry. I mean the GPS tracker. Spot something. Yeah. Spot Me Generation 4. That was the emergency locator beacon. If you just Google Spot Me PLB, personal locator beacon, that will bring that up. Okay. Kiri, I have, they have thin silicone oven gloves now too. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, and we were trying to do it with hot water, and we just weren't getting it hot enough, and it just didn't seem to be working. And then the time was up. We had other things to do, so James left, and I had to do other stuff. And then later in the evening, I said, "Well, let's just try this some more." And I threw it in the microwave. What I think would work really well, but I haven't actually tested it, is I have this nice nonstick wok that I use when I'm camping. And I'm thinking that might work well. Kind of pat the cheese out into like a hamburger patty and put it in the wok and get it nice and hot in there and start stretching it. So that's something I'm going to try at some point. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Alicia, hello. Okay, Gerardo, I downloaded Stellarium and notify me when ISIS was coming up over the horizon. Yep, that's another good one. Like I said, being a ham radio operator, there's a repeater on the ISIS, so it's the one time when I can talk for pretty much. I think the circle of connection is about 600 miles with my little 2-watt radio. It's kind of cool. Hey, Carol. Good morning. Yeah, the coffee is already cooling down. I just realized I look like a prisoner or something, or a sling blade dude or something in this shirt. But like I said, immediately after the donut shop, I have to run over to the Woodlands Township High School. I think that's the one. I better check which one I have to go to, and teach wilderness survival to the Air Force junior ROTC students there. So that's something I do every year. It's a lot of fun. Whew. It's a little chilly out here. It's like I'm not in my normal cold weather attire, so my body doesn't quite know what to do. Yes, yeah. Whoop. Okay, Alicia, yes, I guess everyone heard that the International Space Station will be crashed into the remote part of the Pacific Island in 2031. Yep. I mean, the thing's getting old already. And one thing people don't realize on the International Space Station is it stinks up there. Because it's been going for over 20 years and all sorts of food odors and body odors and mildew and the funky monkey type stuff, space funk. And it's just the mildew and everything is just starting to cause problems. And so it's been amazing, I guess. I wish they had more more promotion of what science was accomplished with the International Space Station. Like when it first started out, it was just cool that it was this International Space Station. But now, like I follow the planting, the plant growth stuff on the International Space Station because, kind of involved with that. But other than that, you don't really hear a lot of the experiments. I'm kind of bummed about that. Yes, Kelly. So if you have more wattage, you can get more coverage. Yeah, think of it like, the energy put out by a 30-watt light bulb versus a 100-watt light bulb. And if you remember back when, people used to listen to radio over the radio waves, they say, we got 100,000 watts blasting across New Mexico desert here, or the little local stations are little 10,000 watt stations. So the more wattage you're putting out, the farther your waves can go before they've dispersed to the point where they can't be picked up anymore. So yeah, like so many things in life, more power is good. Wow, can you hear the birds? The birds are very loud this morning. Ooh, James, it's cold enough in Huntsville that I have to building hop on campus to stay warm. Now I'm curious, what? Here, listen to the birds for a minute. What is the temperature here today? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Huh, my weather thing is gone. Wait, maybe Space City weather. Okay, so just a side note, I'm running on about 2 hours of sleep today. So just bear with me. Please stand by. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, 42 degrees. So I'm using the Space City weather app, which generally I like, but apparently there was a bunch of updates to my phone yesterday and everything changed. So I reckon I ain't got no reason to kill nobody. Sling blade, now that's what I'm excited to see what they replace it with. Now you do realize the Chinese have their own space station up there. It's not quite as big yet as the International Space Station, but it's been up there for several years. And the issue is that no one knows what they're doing on it. So that's just a little disturbing. I want to get out. I don't want to have the camera right into the sun here. Let's see. So I need to focus. No. Okay, I'm going to be partially shaded here. I'm trying to calculate if I'll be alive in 2031. Yeah, just stay out of cars. You'll be fine. Well, that's pretty close. All right, Amy, if you ever offer a kid forging classes age 4 to 9, just take my money. Maybe I'll organize one. I used to. And then I realized, nothing personal, but they are chaos on a stick. And it just doesn't work. And the kids are all over the place. And as soon as they see you eat one plant, they're shoving all sorts of plants in their mouth, and it just ends badly. And so nowadays, I don't do anything for kids under 10. I'm sorry. But doing this for years has taught me fake service dogs and kids under 10 are a great way of causing problems in a class. Hey, Gene, 36 degrees at Lake Livingston. Wow, that's really cold compared to here. It's just like 42 here. Uh-oh. Problem with winter is dung beetles are hibernating. There's poop everywhere. And summer there's no dog poop lying around. And we drink. I hadn't thought about that. About no dung beetles during the winter. Hey, Chris, good morning. Ah, yes, there we go. Before the ISIS or International Space Station was cool, there was Biodome. Biodome was cool. It was mostly showmanship, but it was cool. Kelly, no worries. I'll be here. I promise, unless the good Lord has other plans. Quite possibly. It was 42 when I left spring. Currently 37 in Prison City. Yep. There's at least Chirpy is a mockingbird. Chirpy lives in the tree behind me here. And then it sounds like there are several other birds hanging out here too this morning. I don't know, maybe it's cold. They're all hoping to get some of Chirpy's peanuts. Hey, Pam, good morning. That's crazy. 2 hours is not enough for me. It's becoming not enough for me either. But I was having some serious insomnia issues last night. Got a lot on my mind. Trying to work things out. And sometimes in the middle of the night, it's the best time to do it. Actually, it's a terrible time to do it, but my body seemed to think that was a great time to be doing it. Oh, look, there I am. All right, then. We have plans, you and I. Weston Gardens is waiting for us and our pennies. Cool. Yep, it's only 10 years, a blink of an eye. That's what's so terrifying, is 10 years is truly a blink of the eye. That's something I've learned. Oh, the hospital inspectors have finally showed up when I was supposed to have a day off. That doesn't sound good. I mean, they're necessary, but I can see where that would be stressful. Yes, aren't the Chinese adding another section soon? Yes, I believe so. And then I don't know if they're using it as a way station for their moonshot, or if they're also going to try and go straight to the moon. Oh, Dennis, back in my day, WGY in Schenectady, New York had a huge transmitter, and some people could hear the broadcast coming from odd places like fences and utility poles in remote areas. I can believe that. That's right. I forgot you were up in by the Schenectady area. That was still going when I was up there. I worked at Schenectady International. Yeah, Schenectady International. I had to think there for a second. It was a long time ago. Cool. I teach my son foraging. He likes honeysuckle the most. I can believe that. And I'll leave that up to the parents where they can do one-on-one. But a group of basically if you have more than 3, it just goes chaos. And if you're not the parent, yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's very understandable. Herding kittens, most definitely. Oh, Laura's here. The Canadians have returned. Hello, everyone. I never did get to my cheese making yesterday, but I did walk a couple of fluffy dogs and heard some birds chirping. So, does that mean winter is almost over with in Canada? Sorry, that was my sarcastic laugh. All right. Did you ever get confirmation of the egg read at Albertsons? Just curious. Mine won't bloom this year either after a stinking snow. No, I haven't heard anything about that. One of the many things that need to be done. All right. Searching public hunting lands and notice even the plants found in the area are listed. I feel like I'm coming into a conversation halfway in. But that's okay. I'll just fake it. Okay, I watched the nursery at church. I spent a lot of time making sure non-food like Play-Doh stays out of the mouth and stopping assaults on other children. Most definitely. Hey, Mom and Dad are here. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Love you. Good morning, everyone. -2 this morning. Yikes. Like I said, it's 46 here, but in the 30s elsewhere. Okay, per cheese making episode, comedy routine was good, but where was the bagpiping? I was kind of disappointed that James, who did not bring your bagpipes. I think we need to do another piping and something show, maybe outside. Oh. So outside would be cool because the whole neighborhood would go, "Oh God, what is he doing now?" But at the same time, I worry about waking the neighbor baby. We'll have to think about this, but yeah. So like I could do something and you could do the soundtrack. Yep. In Cub Scouts, 1st grade through 4th grade, we teach the leaders not to teach the wild edibles, as not all blueberries are blueberries. Yep. And I noticed they've taken a lot of the wild edible stuff out of the Scout books. I highly recommend CBD oil used nightly. It needs to build up in your system for insomnia. It turns down the overthinking. I think I have to do that. I got some from Uncommon Bees that I need to go with. Oh, wow. Pam, my husband made it through the first week of retirement without me needing a place to hide the body. Congratulations to Pam's husband. Get a hobby that gets you out of the house really fast. Just saying. Just saying. Of course, then my mom would probably disagree with that. Yeah, I'm on 4 hours of sleep thinking about the Serenity pill this afternoon. I was just, we got medicine man stuff going on. Bagpiping in a small enclosed tile area is a recipe for destroying what little hearing I have left. I also haven't played since my dad died, save for a wedding that I didn't want to do, but they offered me an absurd amount of money. Offer you cheese. The next time I smoke something, how about that? We'll do smoking and piping. Pipe smoke. Ah, yes, what a great name for a show. Pipe smoke. There we go. Sometimes I just amuse myself way too much. I tried to find a joke about retired people, but none of them worked. I understand. Hey, Johnny. Good morning. Okay, here's another vote for Stellarium that tracks satellites. Cool. Oh, cool. Good morning, Cole. I took my youth group at church foraging yesterday. Showed them dollar weed and sow thistle. I got sow thistle sitting in the pickle juice. So good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It jumped. Okay, sorry, I'm getting okay. So why the collared shirt? So right after this, I have to run to the Woodlands High School and teach wilderness survival to the Air Force ROTC students today. So I'm going to be out there all day today. So I more than just so like I'm actually fully clothed. I have well, I'll change into my hiking boots. I'm not going to wear the Vans in the woods. I just put them on here because after this, I have to run upstairs, brush my teeth, jump in the car, and go. And Mrs. Weather doesn't like me tromping through the house in my hiking boots. So, all right, it's a good time to search for elderberry at the frozen creek nearby. There's one giant elderberry bush. There must be more. Most definitely. All right, zooming through here. You should allow yourself to play. I love bagpipes. Wallace and Ogle clans here. Cool. Chris, I drive past it every day and I'm waiting for the blooming and fruiting stages. Cool. Elderberry. Uh-oh. Report from Melanie. Something is on fire by the East Loop and Ship Channel. I can see fire and black smoke. What? Not sure what from here. Dang, and if I had my radio, I could tune into the police station and kind of hear what's going on. That's not what I want to do. There we go. No spring or fall in Colorado, though. Piping and battle spoons, most definitely. All right, Friday, I went searching for seed purslane, but found glasswort. I need to do more research on it, so I can go back and make a video about it. It's very tasty. Very, very, very tasty. Let's see. My retirement consisted of 4 retreads and having shoved back out and being shoved back out on the track. That sounds like racing. All right, Amy, have a good day. All right, I'm hoping marijuana is legalized in Texas soon. It's a shame to have such a helpful plan on a scheduled drug list. Yeah, it's like so many things. There's some really amazingly good things about it, and there's some risky things too. Like I said, from the research I've studied, once your brain is fully formed, it's fairly harmless. But if it's not, it pretty much basically sets your brain at whatever level it's at the time. And so if it's not fully developed, it never quite gets fully developed. And I know I've been in arguments with people about that before, but we'll just leave it there. Okay, Stellarium is what I use, says Melanie, the amateur astronomer, along with heavensabove.com. Is Heavens Above the one you use to find out the shooting stars? That's the one I want to know. Let's see. I stayed a couple of weeks in a small town called Kremling about 10 years ago. It rained every day like clockwork. It was so weird. That sounds like Hawaii. I've never seen an angry weed high person buy plenty of angry drunk people. Yep, there is that. Most definitely. My son lives in Manitou. He's a snowboarder. Nope. Retirement, where every day is the same except for Saturday. Cool. You like those Vans? Yeah, I like them too. I like my Vans. Yep, Spicoli. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Gotta love the Vans. Yummy, yummy. Okay, I'm okay with that too. I'm okay without piping for right now. Part of the healing process. I understand completely. But just think about it. Pipe smoke. Just roll it around in your head. No pressure. Yep, I like Vans too, but I skate, so I need to wear them so I don't fall off my board. They have that grip. That's what I like about them. But yeah, after the bicycle accident, I've basically been banned from every non-motorized vehicle or anything with less than 4 wheels. So, maybe I could get a motorized skateboard. I have a feeling Mrs. Weather would give me the frown. Oh well. Okay. Could you make a little video, maybe in a week or two, about which plants will appear when winter is truly over and spring is about to show? Ooh, that'd be a good one. Yep. Bagpipes and smoked meat. Pipe smoke is better named than bag meat. Yep. Gonna go with you there on that one. Though meat bag. Oh. All right, Alicia. Have a good day. I'm going to disagree with you on this one, Kelly. Drunk drivers kill, stone drivers mix exits. If you look at the numbers in Colorado, it's actually pretty bad in those regards. All right, Kiri, I attended a wedding as a teen where a guy in a kilt playing the bagpipe led us from the church to the reception hall and a block or two blocks away. Cool. Okay, the heavens above for satellites. Okay. Yeah, when is the brain fully developed? Still waiting on mine. So a big part of it is when you are allowed to make really important decisions on your own without someone stepping in and making the decision for you. And by that, it means if you make enough bad decisions and your brain gets slapped around and said, wow, that sucked. That was not a good thing. Eventually it figures out how to make good decisions. And at that point, they determine the brain is fully developed. All right, my brain wasn't fully formed and I also ran out of brain cells a long time ago, according to the DARE program. All right. All right, does the marijuana affect the hippocampus? I don't remember. I want to say yes, because the hippocampus is involved in memory, isn't it? I don't remember. I'm going to refrain from making any comments on that because I don't know. If they can make it out of the parking lot, there is that. Evie, good morning. How are you doing today? Good morning, tribe. I plan to be like a bump on a pickle today. Useless. You earned that right. You got some healing yourself to do. So just chill, be a bump, enjoy your bumpiness. Bump away. Bump away. Why don't you bump away? Oh, okay, we got a spammer. I'll get that later. I was just making a joke. I've driven in Colorado. They suck, most definitely. Okay, so here, Melanie. Galveston has had a huge fire of a tent storage area. Eek. That's a lot of fabric to burn. But usually those tents are fireproof. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. All right, James from Jennifer. Empathy on bagpipes. Played at my wedding, which I will completely, which I wish to erase completely from my memory. I'm sorry. Let's see. The girlfriend is an auto claims adjuster. She can tell you just how wrong that statement is. Yep. Actually, a lot of insurance companies will cancel your policy for driving under the influence of cannabis. Yep. And that's the thing here. Respect the plants. Set and setting, yes, are as important as the plants themselves. Most definitely. Just like with alcohol. You don't do stupid stuff when you're drinking. Well, don't put your, you know what I mean. Just go someplace nice, chill with some friends, enjoy. Don't go off and put others in danger, and then go home eventually. I like that. Set and setting. Yes. Man, the birds are loud this morning. Ooh. Sorry, some clouds have moved in and they're kind of pretty. They snuck up on us, but not the birds. The birds are really going crazy. All right, Millie, starting to drive now. You're off in the truck. Safe travels, friend. I told my doctor that I'm not overweight. My brain is so full of info, it had to move it elsewhere. Yes, they're soft drives, secondary soft drives for the brain. Pink wood sorrel is growing all over my garden beds. I didn't expect it to taste like it does at all. It's delicious, isn't it? The wood sorrel is always one of the big favorites in classes. Just like I have a cup of hot tea before bed, a nice puff would have been nice before a campfire conversation. All right. Yep. Good morning, Troy. You're absolutely right. Moderation is the key in all things. You do it in the right setting, as Chris said, and the right amount, and just avoid doing things that put other people in risk like that. All right, insurance companies don't take care of clients. They just like to make excuses not to provide the service paid for, and then lawyer up when they get caught. Yep. Okay, for reference, I've had any marijuana for 11 years. I'm trying to think. Oh, cool. Den and I had our 21st anniversary Saturday. He got me a couple of fun tiki guys for my garden. Cool. Hey, Henry. Good morning. Oh, Henry, so there's no walking stick tonight. And just the other for the cantina. I got other stuff. So, like I said, I'll be teaching all day. And then I got a runoff. And I'm on the gardening committee, landscape committee for our church. And I got a meeting there to do and get some stuff set up. So, yeah, it's oh wow, it's already 7:50. Man, morning's going fast. All right, of course, I tell my kids that after 40 plus years for info, my brain spits stuff out, mainly random stuff he had told me that he thinks I should remember. Sounds good. Mine is mainly song lyrics. All right, James, making funny totally affects one's driving skills. Set and setting 100%. Correction. Oops. Yep. Happy anniversary to Diana and Den. Marriage is a wonderful thing when it's with the right person. Mrs. Weather will say that, yes. She will agree with that. Okay, cool. I caught it last night on the cheese making day. Okay, good. Hey, Henry, you too. I still need to talk to you about my upgrades for the Forerunner. I'm thinking armor, Under Armour, but then I was also thinking lift kit. But then I was thinking if I do the lift kit, you have to match the lift kit to the eventual weight of the Forerunner, and I don't know what the eventual weight will be, depending on what I can afford and things like that. And so I don't know. I just wanted someone to bounce ideas off who's already been there and done that. Hey, April. Good morning. How are you today? Oh, it's like I'm caught up. Hey, let's do the group take. Yay! Group take. The immune pill. Oh, not just Mrs. Weather. Mini Weather and younger Weather, too. They will 100% agree. Maybe Dad, tone it down a little. It's like, no, I don't have to. It's not bragging. And then I tone it down some. The brain pill. Whoop. Gotta smell it. That's my daily morning COVID check, too, I guess. The liver pill. Oh, so James. So James brought some meat over and some beer yesterday when we were making the cheese. So James, after you left, I opened up the bottle of mead that you brought, and it geysered out and sprayed all over the kitchen, and until there was only about this much left in the bottle. And then when I tasted the stuff remaining in the bottle, it was horrid. So I think something went wrong with that batch of mead, or at least that one bottle. You might want to check on it and be very careful. The Serenity Pill. Yay! Whoa! Gravity. The blood pressure pill. Don't have need for that. Uric acid pill. Again, don't have need for that. The libido pill. It's, from my Boy Scout days, I learned it's always good to be prepared. And the Stonebreaker. Again, one I don't need. But yeah, I don't know what, man. It almost hit the ceiling, but it went everywhere. I spent a lot of time cleaning up the kitchen again after that. Not your fault. It's microbes. Living creatures do what living creatures do. But I'm pretty sure that was not what you were looking to do with that. It was like a champagne mead, but definitely not a good flavor. Hey, Katie, good morning. All right, hey, we'll have to get together and chat armor first. That way you know what your final weight is going to be. Yeah. So, look at a muffler. Right now, Henry, I'm looking at the ARB 3mm steel plates for the undercarriage of the Forerunner. And then we'll see if Nick, another Forerunner owner. Nick is saying, go with the spacer lift to start, way cheaper because it maintains your stock components. Yeah. And I was actually looking at the what's in here? The Bilstein springs as a way of doing it. Okay. What is the uric acid pill? So the uric acid pill, uric acid, when it builds up in your joints, is what we call gout. And so the uric acid pill is designed to relieve the pain of gout. I can say that. I can't say what the mechanism is because the FDA will come after me. But it's designed to make people who are suffering gout feel better. Maybe James shook the meat on purpose. I've heard people do that to soda just before. Nah, James would not do that. James would not do that. Okay, in my opinion, if you're adding weight to the vehicle, it would be best to add the lower weight, like skid plates and such. A winch seems like a good investment. Also, an optimal place to hook to. Yep. And like in the front end, because I'm driving back Texas country roads at dusk and dawn so often, I see a lot of deer out there. I see a lot of deer. And so I kind of want a front end that will protect me from the deer. But trying to find one for that in my they're around 200 pounds and $1,200, and then I can just see my gas mileage go even lower. So I'm half the issue is I don't have the time to go out and do what I really want to do with this vehicle, and so it'd only be like once or twice a year sort of thing. So I think the Under Armour is the first thing I need to do because I am out across fields and stuff like that a lot. So we'll see. Okay, so Henry said I got to give a no to the spacer. Real if they compress the socks, you lose travel. Yeah, and reading up, I've been doing a lot of reading in my spare time. That's why I like the springs rather than the spacers. And then leveling and the Bilsteins seem to be nice and stiff, and they also help the weight. But I know it seems like if I'm going to do anything to the suspension, I need to know the final weight, and so I have to wait until I see what modifications I do. Anyway, this is probably boring to the other people who aren't into off-roading. So anyway, okay, April. Okay, so neat. I use red cabbage for my plaster to wrap around his feet when he got gout really bad. Does it help with arthritis too? So the uric acid pill is not going to help with arthritis because that's a totally different pain system. If that makes sense, yeah. The what's causing the pain is totally different in arthritis than what's hurting in gout. So yeah, it's not gonna help with the arthritis, unfortunately. Hey Sharon, yep. Whoops. I must have seen at least 100 deer between home and the lake yesterday. Left pre-dawn home after dark. Yeah, there's a lot of deer out there, and not just deer, also pigs. And that's a problem now too. Go with the long travel suspension, Baja baby. If I were doing like speed racing through the woods, maybe then. But okay, will there be an arthritis pill? Yes, eventually. But like I said, we need to earn more money so we can release more products. Is the issue there? Yep. Truck drivers in Woodville have brush guard bumpers for deer protection. So I was looking into a lot of those, and a lot of the brush guard protection actually increase the damage if you hit a deer because of the way the grill thing is attached to the vehicle. You really need a much heavier duty type thing to survive animal impacts. The brush guards really are mainly for brush and small trees and stuff like that, not 150-pound deer at 80 miles per hour. Yep, I hate driving at night because of wildlife on the roads. But I think, like I said, for what I mainly do, I need to start with the improved armor underneath, then the front bumper, and then, the front bumper and lift kit at the same time, and then probably go there. Make a pill called One Weird Trick. There are certain things that I have in the works that I can't talk about because I think they're super cool and I don't want anyone else to beat me to market with it. But it ties in with that. All right, what's else going on here? Oop, oop, oop. Hey, Kay, good morning. All right, okay, 7:59, almost 8 o'clock. Like I said, I really do need to get going. Jennifer, do some other plants do that frost thing? Yeah, some of the Texas sage does. There were a few. When I post, if you scroll down the comments on that, some other people posted some pictures of other plants doing it. I don't remember which plants those were. Okay, last word here. I wonder if larger tires would increase mileage. Probably decrease it. The reason being, you're going to have more friction on the road, and that increases the amount of energy. Plus, the weight of the bigger tires requires more gas to get the whole caboodle rolling. Okay, I got to run. Got to go to high school. Yay! Oh, maybe I should wear that. Nah, they wouldn't be right. See you all tomorrow. All right? Cool. All right. Mom, Dad, love you. Tribe, love you. Wow, this morning went by fast. But I got to end broadcast. All right. Take care. End broadcast.